way in City of Tang. We have at least 2 in Matab, which most likely is probably JL and one other space here, as they are in Jin's Armory currently in their own space. As Fun plus Phoenix and DRG is able to start it back up nice and strong, able to find exactly what they need to be able to dish it out and do exactly what they need to all the way towards the start of it. And even with it, trying to find the ties to make it work as DRG WFC trying to see if they can find it here. Nice hits from the test as Water ends up getting eliminated out of this first stretch here. NiHQ gets denied immediately. Immediately starts to dish out towards the next players here as the Wushin trying to see if they can get some nice shield to keep the team alive, but it's not going to be enough here as he ends up getting frozen. NiHQ trying to see if they can push on with the dual Halbergs here, trying to see if they can get some strikes, waits for the parry, not going to be able to do it. Actually ends up continuing to push and gets the defense onto it as Allen ends up getting caught by the stun. Sadly, is going to end up getting double team. Able to keep it alive though, but it's not going to be enough as the 1v3 starts to happen. NiHQ able to hold strong for as long as possible here, but absolutely shreddering it out, putting in the time and effort and momentum into it. At least they were able to capture 1 elimination, but it's not enough as DRG is able to successfully team white. Meanwhile, back at it again. Beautiful parry coming in from Pambi. Nice reflect coming in onto Pambi from Godly, as Pambi is going to be able to capture the grab and almost take the snake down as one of the players ends up also taking it as well. Beautiful parry, beautiful reset coming through as well as Monin trying to push towards this tier just not to get caught here. Oh, and just the parries coming through, making it so much harder and almost impossible to get out of that tough space here, as they are able to successfully secure and get those 3 eliminations done, gone, and out.
Taking a look now, as 5-2-1's Unique is going to be able to finish off Team JJH, as they are going to have to take their revoids. The Wuchen port almost got them to safety, but 5-2-1 was able to just find them out and send in for that 1v1. The F2 coming out, almost taking out TXJ on the brink of death here. FX is trying to just cover for them. We are seeing the Matari come out. Oh my goodness. But it looks like it's a little too late there for them, as 2 players are going to go down. It looks like their whole team is going to be eliminated pretty fast here. QGG, very low HP, but the rest of their team was able to cover for them and come away with those eliminations. Is XCG, the team that we did see get eliminated pretty early this game, is Fun plus Phoenix also has only 1 revive left on their team. XCG Xiaonan going low as Water trying to come up from behind with the dagger is going to end up losing most of his shield, but Kakashi going down so fast, they're going to send the Tessa ultimate out really quickly here. They are going to both be able to cancel out that ultimate by interacting with the Soul Karn, as KLA's CXE here with the purple katana fighting off the forces of WBG, who just dropped a Bane's Breath on them really fast here. Sleepwalker getting dangerously low here, getting hit with dozens of musket shots from both QGG and CXZ. KLA 17S as well on the back foot now, as Axiao coming in very hot. QGG trying to peel away, but is going to end up CXZ getting parried by WBG's by Jia, and CXE here trying to use that F2 to the best of their ability, able to knock back actually 2 of them, but we're going to see Baijia coming out with the Takeda ultimate here. The Mortal Defiance from the Zeeping is going to save him for a second here, but the 3 slashes won't. He's able to get out of the way. Oh my goodness. Nodo not able to come away with the kill. CXZ here, but we're going to see QGG coming away with the kill. Axiao now on the back foot. It is a 2v3 situation now. Sleepwalker getting minced pretty low. The F1 is coming out from the Takeda, or from the Temi, and the F2 into the LMB. Oh my goodness. Dodo F2 coming in clutch today, ladies and gentlemen, is OUG, the king, coming with a bow shot from downtown, finishing off the damage onto you. The crazy third party coming in from OUG. It looks like they're going to split up and try and shark these kills into 1v1s. OUG's U does also have that Assault Smolder Soul Jade, so if he hits them while grappling, he is going to get a little bit of burn tick damage, which is going to be very, very not nice.
Definitely have to be careful here into this space here, as KLA does end up getting caught here, as he is going to have to fight this out with you. Ooh, nice hits, trying to see if they can connect it. You actually missing out on the opportunity for that. Nice snake. Beautiful hits towards this one, though. He might actually be able to turn this elimination around. And 17S fully, absolutely doesn't give him the space and the chance to hit him. Captures an elimination, and KLA is still in this game. What a switch.
You choked that a little bit hard there. Just getting blitzed down with the dagger. Very unfortunate for them as OUG's SS. And he does have his revive, so he is going to be able to get back into this game very fast. But it is difficult to see that happen. The morale on the OUG's team must be a little bit lowered from that interaction happening as KLA's 17S is just going to happily make their way out of there, picking up a gold full sword in the process, which is going to be a huge advantage for trying to get their team back on their feet. As KLA's CXC now getting singled out by Wolves here is going to end up popping the ultimate to be able to get out of there as fast as possible, just teleporting away as this ult is getting sent out. Wolves ZK getting hit by one of the slashes, gets hit again, sends the Fern out to just trying to distract the rest of these players, push them back, create a little bit of space here as OUG now trying to get revenge here onto KLA's SS in the 3v1 situation. They want that pole sword back. They want to get back on their feet. Now their morale's back in a normal space here as KLA trying to go for the heal but ends up falling off the side of the cliff. Is going to get stuck. Oh my goodness, tries to go one way, gets stuck. The mech was not able to make it through. The entire Wolves team just circling in like a pack of wolves, literally here, as OUGSS is actually going to be the one to be able to come away with the kill as the pull sword and the Takeda ultimates are coming out. Both Temi ultimates now invested as we are going to see the Karumi ult come out from Team Wolves as opposed to the Ziping Yang ult, but it looks like OUG is going to come out on top completely, wiping out Team Wolves. And that's an interesting thing, as I see the Karumi ultimate happening as people are choosing to use Karumi as the Transformers comp is becoming less and less prominent in this game, but the Ziping Yang comp still seems like a stronger option in the mirror matchup fights, whereas the Ziping versus Karumi fights, it seems like the Zipings are winning more often than the Karumis.
I mean, it definitely also depends on just time in general here. Just seeing where that is and seeing where the next space is. I still can't believe he lost that fight, though. I still can't believe that. Like, wow. Now let's see where the next bit of that phase starts to happen here. Looks like we're going to see the next tie-in come down here. It looks like WGB might be able to pick up their teammate here just to try to see if they can keep the game alive. Looks like there's still could be a struggle depending on it as well, as it looks like Fun Plus Phoenix is just waiting out the opportunity for him to be able to come out and capture it here, but he ends up going in, caught in a tough situation here. 1v3, trying to see if he can get away here. Ends up getting hit by the stun of the ulti here, but he might be able to stay alive here. Thun Queen ends up almost catching one outside and in the corner here, as Sleepwalker ends up getting eliminated in that situation here. The switch up was insane though towards this, as he has to be careful here. Fun Plus Phoenix is Dun Queen trying to be caught in a tough situation. Nice rotation, trying to see if they can back up water. As it looks like IB just trying not to get hit though, and it looks like he's gonna get caught. This definitely was a tough situation. He should have actually wide rotated in that situation, but time was not on his side. It was not on his essence, and WBG is out of game number 3.
As we're taking a look now, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Baoda almost getting a free Realm of Yang, but these players camping it out. They know they want to hop in at the last possible second here, try and get into that third spot to get the free Realm of Yang. It looks like DRG is going to get a Vermilion's Bird Bite for free. I'm not 100% certain if that was from the box. I think yes, it was from the box, as we're going to see Baoda fighting against Team 521 and JJH winning the free Realm of Yang here, not eliminating anybody, but still being able to reap the rewards of winning a Realm of Yang. 521 Pampy here popping the ult early, as we're going to see them trying to send those Furrens up into the sky, and this is where the tactical nuke comes down. It is all up to Baoda to come through. They are all going to be taking a lot of damage. Pampy here getting hit with the Tesla ultimate. We are going to see them try and pour it out. Pampy able to get away with interacting with the crystal here, as we are going to see Baoda trying to re-engage onto this fight, but the Temi ultimate popped out, saving 521 for the time being here. The Viper Sun was almost proving lethal, but we do see the healing, so much healing coming out from that Z-Ping was able to save them. The Tessa F is going to get invested as well here. 5-2-1 Yin sending out these pistol shots. We're going to see the Tessa ult come out again here. Sorry, we're going to see the Tessa ult come out from 5-2-1's Yin. Pampy almost dead here, but Bauda's Mao Mao is going to go down instead. Pampy down. Yiran, it's a 2v2 situation here. Peak and Yiran very, very low at HP, but we're going to see the double stun come out. And Bauda's Peak is going to go down, leaving them unstunned, and they just need to finish off Yiran, who got parried. Oh my goodness, absolutely crazy turnaround there. Is DRG's Wushin 98 taking a lot of damage here, trying to fight against XCG's NiHQ. This is a 3v1 situation here. NiHQ doing very good at holding himself, but is going to go down eventually. There's nothing you can do against the overwhelming force of 3 pro players all at once. As you see Godly there trying to send out a cheeky little Aurora Blast, and it looks like Tut did get the silence off, or we are in the no ult zone actually here. And it looks like JJH versus JDG right now. Tut trying to send some shots off, as we are seeing, oh my goodness, Tut taking a lot of damage coming through as he needs to back off. The peel coming up from Kiki, actually doing a very good job of backing these JJH players off of Tut, as with the staff able to just create so much distance in between them. Tut trying to get up into the skies. Bauda also creeping to the side. They do need to get some soul blooms very fast, otherwise they are going to be in heaps of trouble.
Heaps of trouble isn't even the least of their worries here during this moment here, as it looks like Bauda gonna try to see if maybe they can continue on the rest of this finish here. It looks like one of the players ends up getting eliminated from this, as they still need time to be able to capture some soul blooms as well, and they go into the third party as well as PP dangerously low towards this as they pop the Viper ulti. Malman trying to see if he can capture it with at least someone, but everyone splits up, everyone scatters so fast. You watch him move, you'll watch him groove and dip out. It looks like PP might be out by himself potentially here, but not too far away, as Malman looks like he's going to be nearby here. As 5-2-1 ends up getting a beautiful parry onto Malman. Nice retreat. Trying to see if he can close it in. Oh, the gap ends up catching him out and ends up slipping them into the worst possible situation there. And is able to get, it gets eliminated from the outskirts here. Really tough to see here. Did not want to make that as easy as it looks here. And obviously, still trying to dish that towards the next one here, as obviously you're going to have to be able to work towards that and see where the next ones go. But man, do they not make it easy on you when you're trying to go through this, especially with the amount of momentum that's happening thus far here. Obviously, still being able to rotate this away, as JJH, as Julie is just getting absolutely bullied by the rest of the team of 5-2-1. 5-2-1 has been getting sick and tired, okay? He's tired of all of you, and it's time for them to actually start to work to make some stuff happen. And obviously, that's exactly what they're doing. They are proving that they do not want to be at the bottom of the pack, and they were trying to do it. Sadly, they wasn't able to get the finish. He was literally at least 10 HP. I'm surprised they wasn't able to successfully get that elimination off Chuli.
Yeah, the Wu Chen port coming in at the very last second to save Chuli, able to put them back. And oh my goodness, Bauda's Peak with the double charge into the follow-up, taking a lot of HP away from TXJ. Bauda's Peak here just getting super hyper aggressive. Does need to get a kill very, very quickly here, or is going to end up into a lot of trouble. But the one into the, oh my goodness, the double charge from the Halibers into the fan pull into JL's TXJ, sending off a musket shot. Absolute crazy comboing there, playing off of each other in the team. Great synergy to be able to come away with that kill. TXJ on that Matari, the one we talked about earlier. This could be a crazy instance that comes out if we get to see this later. They only do have one kill on the board, but if they do have that survivability to make it into the final circle, their sustain is going to be absolutely insane. And so hopefully we'll see it going into this next Realm of Yang. I'd love to see JL go into the Realm of Yang here. I don't think they have a strong enough comp to confidently say, okay, we're going to take the Realm of Yang and we're going to win this. So it's going to be a bit iffy. And for the first time in Pro Play Trios, we are going to see the new buff, White Tiger's Prowess, come into play. It is going to be on the Mortis Blessing, so these players that are going to be opting for the box are going to be forced to take it. For those of you who are new and do not know what the White Tiger's prowess is, it is the new buff that has been put in the Mortis Blessings that you win after the Realm of Yang and the Mortis Blessings in Immortal War that are setting out in the first 2 zones. It will instantly restore your health and give you your ultimate back, just like the rest of the abilities do. This one will give, when you kill a player, it will send a shockwave out on the player who activated it, and it will deal a lot of damage in an AoE effect zone, as Kakashi, getting dangerously low here, facing off against DRG, could be getting eliminated pretty early here, and XCG is going to go out fast. This is going to be their first game that they haven't absolutely dominated here, and like I said, they weren't consistent. They didn't end up coming out with it.
Even with that here, they still have more momentum to work with here in this space here. It's 5-2-1. Trying to see if they can work towards it here with the amount of elixir. Tampy is going to get caught in a tough situation. Julie looks like he might be able to get his payback here against him and against him versus Pampy here, as Pampy is able to get a decent amount of heals here and is able to back out of here. Definitely does not want to get caught in that tough area here right off the backside. Obviously, let's see if that momentum continues to persist in this moment here. And truly just trying to hold on for as long as humanly possible, but it's not enough, as Pampy is able to secure it and gets the finish.
Valiant effort coming from Chuli there. Very, very close to being able to come away with the kill, as we're going to see a ultimate coming out from the Viper. Almost successful there, as it was able to stun a few people, but now Wushin98 in a lot of trouble here. Is going to go down to KLA's CXZ, able to take out Wushin98, but the Wuchen port coming out, trying to revive their teammates, as Wolves as well coming in on the front foot, trying to be able to pick up a kill, as KLA's 17S just gets absolutely blitzed by Wolves, who came in on the third party. CXZ here, very low in HP, knows they need to keep a forward motion because Wolves hot in pursuit on their tail, as DRGWFZ trying to break away from this, doesn't want the smoke from Team Wolves, who just came in, said, you know what, this is our party now.
This is my party now. Obviously able to be able to rotate this one in here. It looks like it's going to be a nice little bit of a red rodeo moment. Let's see if maybe they can work towards this and see if they can find any stress that could potentially help them in this moment. Only time will tell here. So now it's just time to just more so just fish it out. Meanwhile, KLA is steady trying to find their momentum here that's going to help them possibly towards this game. See if they can keep that same momentum going here towards the very end, though. And it looks like they're able to find one as Moonlight gets caught. He ends up getting stunned from the parry. Absolutely struggling here. Moonlight is going to decide to back out of this. He definitely does not want to get caught in this tough situation here. And obviously, that tough situation makes it equally as worse. And just like that, he's able to capture it, gets the finish, and says, see you later, buddy. For that tough find. And is able to continue it, as well as Wolves is able to get their next elimination as well towards this. This list so far has been doing really well. Be interesting to see how far we can really go towards this, though.
I'm really loving Wolves' playstyle right now. The way that they're playing is they're aggro in the moments where most of these players usually just hang back and kind of let the game run its course. This is where I'm just loving to see this energy coming out from Team Wolves, just sharking these third-party kills, finding those odd players out, and just dominating here. As well as OUG, picking up another kill onto JL's TXJ. This is an energy that we haven't seen from a team in a long time, and Wolves are doing it very well. They knew they needed to pick up some more kills before going into the final circle, so they pick off 3 stragglers who are just running behind the pack, third-partying their fights, and ending up with a couple of kills onto the board. Now, they don't have as many kills as, let's say, 5-2-1 or OUG, who are at 11 and 10 kills, but they are able to put at least a few numbers on the board before they get into that final circle. So if they end up making a misplay or dying very quickly in Circle 6 and Circle 7, they are still having at least a bit of something to show for this game.
Right. So far, they've definitely been showing it out, though, so far. So it definitely has been giving them the advantage that they need to. The question is does that same type of momentum in terms of what they've been doing, does it continue this way? And that's the thing that we're going to most likely figure out over time here, is obviously the closer that we get to these areas here, the better it's going to be. More and more of the timing starts to close in on the gap here as Bowda's in the middle of their next fight, trying to see if they can push this one out. Obviously trying to close in this gap a little bit more here, trying to see if that advantage is going to be even more helpful. And it looks like, oh my goodness, Ron gets absolutely destroyed by the back of you. And it looks like he's going to try to see if he can foil towards it, but it's not going to be enough as OUG, the rest of his team has the backup. They said, we're here for you. We're not going anywhere. Just like that, was able to solidify and get that finish.
What's happening right now is a lot of these teams that have been playing very, very well in these first couple games, like XCG Bowda played really well in the second game. We saw WBG play very well in that last game. They're taking a lot of early losses here in the third game, so it's nice to see the motion getting shifted a little bit towards that bottom of the leaderboard now. These players, usually we see that one team just kind of take off and run away with it, where they get all of the points in all of the games and it's impossible for these other teams to make a comeback. But here now is the chance for these teams that are lower in the leaderboard, like 5-2-1 and Wolves, to be able to capitalize on the misfortune of XCG and, let's say, KLA, who only have one player remaining, and try their best to bring themselves back up into the leaderboards and just get a little bit better. As we're watching right now, JL's VVV just ducking, dodging, weaving, and moving away from all of these bow shots and these scale rushes coming through, getting grappled on over and over again. Finally getting taken out. OUG wanted that kill and they wanted it bad. This is also a chance for teams like OUG, who have been performing very well in this game, to come in and capitalize and even further extend their lead over the teams that are already in first place.
Oh, we have to be careful, though. You definitely don't want to pull another KLA, because, you know, they did the whole sneaky sneak, and just like that, they were able to absolutely take it all the way to the top here. So you definitely have to be careful in terms of like what that advantage is and what makes sense for you. But obviously, it looks like they're going to try to see if they can find the next one here.
Yeah, and this is where the range battle starts, ladies and gentlemen. This is always what we see in these games. The range fights start to come out, and it's pretty interesting to see. They're burning each other's resources. They're holding these zones. We are seeing a few close range fights here, as they do know DRG is very low on players, as 5-2-1 is able to pick up their 12th kill of the match here, and instantly getting third-party raining hell from above is Wolves and JDG, and 5-2-1 needs to get out of there fast. They did get the one pick, and these two teams were definitely not happy about it. They wanted the kill. They didn't want the JDG team to have it, so they are going to try and take them out, as KLA, their last player remaining, forced to ult, because QGG here getting sharked down by Team OUG now, as a couple other players have definitely made eye contact, seeing that KLA QGG is out in the open in the ultimate. He is going to try and just get away as fast as possible. De-ults quickly here. Does have a fan, so the movement is going to be pretty easy to be able to get away from some of these teams. But as the circle is starting to close on to circle number 5, we are going to see these teams getting closer and closer to each other, and this is where it's going to get dangerous. Pampy here, forced to get broken out of, using that Ziping Ying ult and the Temi ultimate to save their Takeda here. Not having a Takeda in that final circle is going to be very difficult for 5-2-1 to do anything with it, and they do have the most amount of kills right now, so they really need to stay into this game.
Yeah, they definitely have to into this moment here. Let's see if it really does start to become a factor, as obviously we do see the Moon Breath start to come in. Oh, and Wolves almost gets hit by it here towards this circle. I don't think it's gonna, yeah, they might actually get super lucky into this moment here. Obviously trying to see if they can find the next dynamic that's gonna help them, and obviously is able to find the nice chest. Looks like they've got some decent stuff, and it looks like got the nice little bit of some flames kicking up towards this. Wolves has to be careful not to get caught in that Boon Brain, though. There's definitely still a lot of players definitely catching, though, but Unique able to use this, and the rest of 5-2-1 for their perspective and the advantage that they need to in order to make this happen. Done a good job thus far here, and obviously it's been able to become fantastic in terms of the momentum that's been needed. See if they can keep that same rotation and rush going here. So far, they've been doing great. Now they just need to pay attention to what's going on and don't get caught up in a tough situation.
We're seeing the JDG players trying to destroy one of the enemy team's Faria Shen pillars. It looks like they're just going to go right up to it and take it out, so that it is not an option for some of these players. We're going to see ZK popping that F1, trying to engage into this fight, seeing if somebody will be unaware, let's use the word, to throw a blue at him and steal their weapon, gaining him a little bit of health and dealing a little bit of damage, leaving one player out in the open for his teammates to come capitalize on the kill. As we're seeing the Merciless Havoc coming out from Dongqing here on the staff. It is just such a powerful Soul Jade, taking space on the map, as we're going to see the other players here trying to go for that next Morris Blessing, as Wolves Sem sending off that Aurora Blast to try and just create some space as well. All of these gold Soul Jades, they're just perfect for taking space. They are very dangerous and pretty risky, as KLA's QGG, oh my goodness, getting very dangerously low, is the last player remaining on the team, and it looks like Wolves EG able to pick up that kill and help ZK reach the goal of picking up the kill. He was so close. He went up and said, "Oh, team, you got it." They got his back here, as Wolf ZK is going to end up hit by a Furren Slash. And ZK, oh my goodness, sending everyone flying. He gets sent up himself, as JDG taking a lot of damage right now, sending each other into the storm. Using that Cavalry Bloom and then switching right back over is going to send another Furren out, as JDG's 2C trying to peel for the rest of the team, trying to knock back as well, as 5-2-1. Also, they want this high ground. As we're taking a look now at the map, 5-2-1 and Wolves on the high ground. OUG down in the pits, trying their best to stay alive, but they are taking a lot of damage. They're going to have to try and contest this high ground with Wolves being there. This is going to be very difficult for them. OUG's you getting caught in a whiff. ZK, Pampy is going to be able to come away with the kills. We're flipping over to ZK, and he is going to be just playing it safe here. The Aurora Blast really helping them out here, as in taking space and holding off from those ranged attacks. 5-2-1's Pampy is going to end up popping ult here and investing it to try and take down Wolves' ZK, dealing so much damage. They are going to be saved a little bit by that Aurora Blast again coming out from Zem. They are now going to be forced to back off. 5-2-1 has taken full control of the high ground, as JDG are also trying to contest here, because whoever is going to be able to control that high ground once the final circle comes in is going to have a huge advantage over the rest of these teams, as the FBX still down in the lower area. Everyone playing around that hut, trying to deal as much damage as possible before getting into this final zone. Is going to end up demeching here, getting back out. If he's able to deal enough damage in that mech, since it is not his mech, the Xiao Hu was the owner and is the Faria Shen, so if he deals a lot of damage, he gains back a lot of rage for his teammate, and they will be able to ult faster. And Xiao Hu is going to end up getting a pick here on to JDG's Kiki, and look at that, they already have their pillar, as Wolves Zem already sending out another Aurora Blast here, trying to take out these opponents, but the ultimates are going to come out, making it very difficult for them to stay alive. 5-2-1 now bunched up in the corner, getting hit with massive shots from the Faria mech.
Lots of space here to try to see if they can do it, but not enough on the inside of this building here, just enough to be able to keep the momentum alive here, not getting caught by Fun Plus Phoenix's Don Queen on the outskirts here with the rocket, able to do some nice ricocheting on the outskirts as the Sand Siphon starts to come in here. Looks like there's going to be some more problems as Wolves ZK comes through and says, "Hey, let me snag a free elimination out of you guys. Appreciate you, and I'll catch you later," as Don Queen immediately starts to cause some problems, though, with the Yorihime ulti, immediately slicing some of these players here, as Wolves trying to see if they can take that same momentum and calm it down. Same with Wolves, able to come through all the way up top here, trying not to get caught up here, as one is all the way up top here. And it looks like now, even with the timing of how they've been able to dish things out so far, they still have to play this a little bit smarter and a little bit better than what's been seen thus far. Even towards this next phase here, you still have to be able to work towards that momentum, as Wolves able to capture that next elimination. They only have a 0.2% chance here, but it looks like now they still have a huge, it looks like there's still a margin for that, just to be able to maybe get the dub and maybe be able to keep that same momentum going here. But obviously it can be even better or even greater depending on what is next for them. And Wolves Trying to see if they can close in this gap here. It looks like they are. As Fun Plus Phoenix is Xiaoyu just trying to see if they can hold strong towards it. Looks like OUG is end up all the way up top here. It looks like they're finally able to get him out of there. And it looks like now the outskirts here is where it is, and back inside of the building, or at least up top, OUG's SS trying to see if they can fight it out to keep this game alive. Looks like they're going to throw at least some. It's not going to be enough here as SS is able to capture at least a free elimination towards this. Even better. Oh, look at the finish towards that as well here. It looks like they're definitely going to try to see if